What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mac Cave Gaming. You're here for another Video Games Monthly unboxing. In case you're unaware of what Video Games Monthly is, it is a monthly service to receive a mystery box containing video games, ranging from the Atari 2600 all the way through to the PlayStation 4. You get to set up your list, what consoles you have, and which ones you'd like to collect for, all online through the VideoGamesMonthly.com website, and there are multiple levels to choose from. I am signed up to receive 5 games per box, but that said, we may get bonus games along the way in the form of a 1-up, or a 2-up, or a 3-up. All kinds of fun stuff inside these boxes, all different price levels. Check it out, VideoGamesMonthly.com, and see if there's a plan that works for you. We're going to get inside this box right here, and we're going to find out what we got. Man, the box has got a lump in it, so it's like tight in the package. So that's a good sign. Let's throw that away. Okay. Wow, this is... Look at that. It's like partially open already because it's bumped up. So these are going to be either jewel cases or DVD size cases because of those systems. Again, we're doing PS2, GameCube, Xbox, and Wii U. We could have 5 PS2 games in here. You know, it's all a mystery. I don't pick. That's another big thing I should mention again. For anyone new to this service, you're not choosing the games that you get. You're choosing the consoles to collect for. The games themselves are a mystery. But there is a whole list on the website where you check off which games you already have. That way you can avoid getting duplicates. We're going to do this the way we always do. We're going to make it a surprise for me, a surprise for you. We're going to open the box, aim it away from us, and I'm going to reach in and we're going to pull out games one by one and see what we got. And we're going to talk about them, whether it's something I've played before, if it's something I'm brand new to, and see if we get a little bit of information about each one of those. So here we go, guys. Video Games Monthly. First thing we're going to go for is the paperwork, if it's right on top, and see if we get any bonus games this month. So let's hop over here, and I feel the card. So let's find out. Let's see if Black Dragon's prediction is correct. He predicted a 2-up. Let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1. Oh, he was close. We got a 1-up, everybody. So that means we have 6 games in this box. 6 games this month, guys. That's awesome. That is awesome. So beautiful. I love getting the 1-ups. That is so much fun. Now let's see if we can find the trinket. Man, it's so packed full of large cases. Oh, actually, I think I found the trinket. I found it. This feels like either a sticker or a magnet. So let's see what this month's little trinket is. 3, 2, 1. Oh, ooh, that's sparkly. I keep moving my hand in the wrong spot. That's a cool stick. This is a sticker, and it is incredibly sparkly, which means my daughter is going to be all over this and use it in some sort of craft project coming up in the very near future. All right, everybody. The time has come. It's why we're here. We got to know what's in the box. Let's go for game number 1. All right, well, obviously we know they're going to be disc-based games, so I'm going to just start grabbing cases. So let's see what our first game of the month is. But I can't even this feels like... It doesn't feel like a GameCube case, so this is either a PS2 or an Xbox. I'm thinking PS2. Let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1. It is... Oh, it actually is a GameCube game. And it is a movie tie-in, everybody. Batman Begins on the Nintendo GameCube, a movie tie-in Batman game made by EA Games. I have never played this one, but EA Games made the 2 Lord of the Rings games that, in my opinion, are the best movie tie-in games of all time. 2 Towers and Return of the King. And if they put the type of effort into this that they did those games, this could be a very cool movie tie-in game. Now, you can see on here there is a bit of aging and wear and tear on the front plastic of this. The label itself looks to be okay, so it looks like it's just kind of the plastic is a little worn. Let's take a look at the back here. No additional stickers or anything like that. Fear is your weapon. My God, let me take a look at some of this gameplay footage here. Yeah, the screenshots look cool. It actually looks kind of similar to the Arkham games, which would be pretty cool. Let's see if we're complete in box. Oh, there's actually a piece of... we are complete in box. There's a piece of bubble wrap in there. The manual is a little worn. It had the extra little warning sheet that was wedged in the middle of it. But this one is definitely... I mean, these are used games that we're getting, but the manual is definitely worn a bit. So... which means this game had use. Now, this almost looks, the way it's folding a bit, this almost looks like there was a little bit of potential water damage. This looks like it may have seen moisture at some point and then was dried off. But other than that, the manual's in good shape as far as, you know, just not falling apart. Let's take a look at the disc itself. Front end of the disc is looking real nice. I like it with the yellow and black. That's really cool. Let's see how the condition is. Disc is looking pretty good. Nothing too crazy. You can see, like, you know, very, very minor little scratches, which is normal. Overall, good condition disc right there. So I don't see any reason why we would have any issues playing that. But clearly a movie tie-in game, so no real like surprises as far as what the story would be. No like game store stickers or anything like that. You know, the worst culprit of that is GameStop, which, by the way, I haven't given money to GameStop in over a decade. I've heard too many horror stories of, not only do I not like their business practices, but I hate how they treat their employees. So I just wrote them off. They, I don't like them. But anyways, they are the worst culprit of putting stickers all over the cases. First game of the month, Batman Begins. Movie tie-in game on the Nintendo GameCube. Okay, game number 2. Here we go. Let's find out what we got this time. I was completely wrong on the feel of the case. I thought that wasn't a GameCube case, so this could be literally anything. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, we got a PS2 greatest hits. Oh man, Ghost Recon, the first Ghost Recon, squad-based battlefield combat made by Ubisoft.
The year is 2008, and the world teeters on the brink of war. Radical ultranationalists have seized power in Moscow. Their goal, the re-establishment of the old Soviet Empire. Ukraine, Belarus, Kazakhstan. One by one, the nearby independent republics slip back into the Russian orbit. Russian tanks sit in the Caucasus Mountains and the Baltic forests, poised to strike to the south and east. The world holds its breath and waits. For one small group of elite soldiers, the war has already begun. U.S. Special Forces Group 5, 1st Battalion, D Company. Deployed on peacekeeping duty to the Republic of Georgia in the Caucasus, this handful of Green Berets represents the very tip of the spear, the first line of defense. Equipped with the latest battlefield technology and trained in the latest techniques of covert warfare, they strike, swiftly, silently, invisibly. They call themselves the Ghosts.
This is the greatest hits edition, so this was after the game sold 1 million copies. It went to their greatest hits and then would have reduced in price at retail locations. I don't remember ever playing the first Ghost Recon, but I definitely played a bunch of their sequels. Front end of the case is looking pretty good, just normal, like little bit of wear and tear there. Let's take a look at the back for some of the gameplay screenshots. The Ghost Recon games always looked really, really good. Let's see if we're complete in box. We are not complete in box, but obviously we have the disc, but we have no manual. Believe it or not, this is the first one in a long time that we have not got the manual. Let's take a look at the disc. Is it one of the silver discs or is it one of the blue discs? It's a silver disc. And just normal wear and tear. A few scratches on there, here and there. Nothing bad, so there's going to be no issues with this copy of Ghost Recon when I pop that into the PS2. Ghost Recon games are fun. A lot more strategy based. Like, a lot of people, I remember over the years, would compare Ghost Recon, like it was between Ghost Recon and Call of Duty, or Ghost Recon and Medal of Honor. These were more strategy based. These were more strategic. You had to put a lot more thought into these ones versus some of the more arcade style games. But very cool. Ghost Recon on the PS2. We are off to a cool start. Let's go in for number 3. And let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we got a PS2 game again. We got a racing game. Super Trucks Racing. Made by Jester. I have never heard of this one. Super Trucks Racing. It's literally racing trucks. That's kind of fun. Big time damage and wrecks, 15 tracks, responsive handling, multiple driving views, instant replay, and 6 race modes. Racing on steroids. That's insane. I never heard of this one. Let me see if I can catch a year on this. There is a sticker on the bottom here, a barcode sticker. Let's see. Wrestle with 5 tons of metal throbbing 1,400 horsepower at speeds over 150 miles per hour. Super Trucks Racing is a true test of racing skill featuring real teams, trucks, drivers, and tracks in the perfect combination of real racing action and over-the-top gaming. I mean, racing a truck is, that's going to be kind of tricky. But I've never heard of this one. I like racing games on the PS2. Let's see if we're complete in box. We are not. Okay, look at that. 2 in a row. Not complete in box. But let's check the condition of the disc and make sure that we're okay there. So we've got front cover, and then it looks like we're a blue disc. We are. I always love these. I always thought that was so cool. There is actually, this looks like this might have been resurfaced. That looks like it may have been resurfaced, but not in bad condition at all. I've seen way worse, so there should be no problems with popping that. Oh, there's actually a date on the disc. It's 2003. Jester Interactive in 2003. I'm trying to think around that time on the PS2, which Gran Turismo would have been out and which Burnout would have been out at that time. Because that's pretty much what this would be competing with. All right, we're 3 games in, halfway through, because we got the bonus game. Let's keep diving in. Here we go. All right, so we've got... Oh, actually, we do have a jewel case in here. We do have a loose game. It's all the way on the bottom, so we're going to save it for last. But let's find out what our next game is. 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. I know this game. Spy Hunter on the PlayStation 2.
Inflicting civilian casualties. Approaching weapons zone. Warning. Critical damage. Initializing vehicle transmission.
Yo, okay. This is actually a really fun game. Do they have good screenshots on here? Yeah, you can kind of see a bit of what's going on here. So imagine like not so much a racing game, but more along the lines of James Bond. This is high speed driving with weapons. And it's not a Twisted Metal style, but you're going through courses and taking on enemies and firing missiles and all kinds of stuff. Like you literally feel like James Bond driving like a souped up car with all kinds of gadgets. This game and its sequel were a ton of fun. I've never owned it, so I'm really happy to add this to the collection. This was made by Midway. Let's see if we're complete in box. We are. I'm glad we are. That's awesome. This is an awesome game to have in a PlayStation 2 collection. Let me take a look at the manual here. It's a thick manual. It's in good condition here. It looks like it has a fold out. No, that's like the mail away thing. But we are. Ooh. Yeah, it's in good condition. It's one of the black and white, manuals. All the pages are in good shape. No tears or anything like that. So that's cool. The manual's in nice condition. Let's check the condition of the disc. So we got our front label there looking nice and clean. And then we've got the back end. And we are looking, again, just normal wear and tear. Nothing crazy there. That's going to play with no problems when I pop that into the PlayStation 2. Spy Hunter. This might be our winner, guys. This might be the winner. What do you think? I would love to stream Spy Hunter. All right, here we go. We're going to dive in. It's our second to last game. Was there an arcade of Spy Hunter? I don't remember if I played it. I don't think I knew that there was an arcade of that. Oh, that's good to know. Good to know. All right, our last full case. Let's find out what we got. 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Original Xbox, Medal of Honor, Rising Sun. Now, this one, actually, there is a sticker. Somebody sold this for $4.99 at some point from somewhere. Medal of Honor, an EA Games brand franchise. This one, I'm trying to remember which era this is. So this is 1941. This is where it starts with Pearl Harbor. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out, because there's each Medal of Honor game kind of had like a major moment, usually in its opening level, to kind of set the tone and the stage of which part of the war you were fighting in. In this case, this covers the attack on Pearl Harbor. And I never owned this one. I did rent it back in the day. And yeah, the cover is kind of a giveaway. Yeah, you're right. I probably should have looked closer at it before I flipped it over. There was one, I forget which Medal of Honor it was. The opening level was storming the beaches of Normandy, and I remember that being one of the most intense and craziest things I'd ever seen in a video game. And then I don't remember if it was before or shortly after that. Then I saw the film Saving Private Ryan, and oh my goodness, I could never imagine. That was horrific. But these Medal of Honor games, back in the day, Medal of Honor, honestly, I think was better than Call of Duty. And then somewhere along the way, it kind of flipped, and then Call of Duty kind of took over. But yeah, you can see you got some gameplay screenshots here from here. These were first-person shooters. Being that it's on the Xbox, you generally get the widescreen edition and the higher resolution versus the PS2 counterparts. So I've never owned a Medal of Honor game on the Xbox, so I'm looking forward to playing this. I have one of them on GameCube, and I have one somewhere on the PS2, and I also have one of the originals on PS1. But Medal of Honor, they were super fun games. Let's see if we're complete in box. We are not, but we do have stickers. This one came from, oh no, wait, Hollywood Nights video. Not Hollywood video. Somebody tried to get a head start on things by taking part of the name, I guess. So Hollywood Nights video. There's the cover there with the sticker on the middle there. I don't know if that will... I'll just leave it. Those are a little tough to take off. Let's see how the disc is looking. Oh boy, this thing has been loved. There are fingerprints all over it, and it's got some scratching. It's got some scratches. I don't think there'll be a problem playing it. And it's got a little bit of a smudge there too. I'll take care of that. I'll clean off this disc and everything before I play it, but this should be fine. This shouldn't have any problem. The disc drive in the Xbox is pretty good in the OG Xbox, so that shouldn't have any problems there. And then I got that $4.99 sticker up there that I'll try to get off of there. Pretty decent wear and tear on these things. The games we got this time, these things have spent time with people, and these things were played, which is great. That's great. In all honesty, I'm glad they didn't just sit on a shelf and collect dust. Somebody was playing these, so that's definitely nice. I don't feel anything else in the box, so let's see what we got. This could be anything. It could be any of them. No Wii U game so far. This could be a Wii U game. Who knows? All right, guys, let's check it out. Our final game of March 2025. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. What do we got? We got an Xbox game. Let me flip this over so I can read it. What is this? Crimson Skies. Crimson Skies High Road to Revenge. Well, it's clearly Microsoft Game Studios made this. Clearly flying planes into battle. I've never played this, and I have no anything to tell us anything about it because this is a loose game, which you get occasionally in Video Games Monthly. We've been very lucky here at Matt Cave Gaming with the boxes we get every month, where generally we do have the cases, and for the most part, they're complete in box. Today actually broke the mold a little bit, where we got a few with no manual, but the games are all right. So, Two Star Wars Nerd says the game is so good, awesome dogfights in the sky. Nice. I like aircraft games. I remember playing F-14 Tomcat, I think it was, on the Sega Genesis. I love that game. That game was so much fun. But yeah, this is cool. I'm looking forward to trying that out. Oh, we got some information about the game, courtesy of Black Dragon. Crimson Sky's High Road to Revenge is a first-party video game developed by FASA Studio for the Xbox. The game, like the earlier Crimson Skies for the PC, is an action-oriented arcade flight game. The aerial combat games, the dogfighting games, they're a lot of fun. They take a bit to getting used to. There is a learning curve with that to figure out everything you need to do in those games, because it's not like driving a vehicle like a tank or a car or something like that. You're working with flight controls, and you got to kind of wrap your head around it. And then on top of that, you're fighting and battling in the sky, so it can get tricky. But being on the Xbox, I know it's going to have the higher resolution, it's going to have a higher frame rate, and potentially will be in widescreen. So that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to trying that out. That's pretty awesome. So there you have it, everybody. Video Games Monthly for the month of March 2025. Quick little recap. We pulled Crimson Skies for the Xbox. We pulled Medal of Honor Rising Sun for the Xbox as well. We got Spy Hunter for the PlayStation 2, one of my favorites growing up. And then we also pulled Super Truck Racing on the PlayStation 2. Could potentially be a hidden gem. We got Ghost Recon on the PlayStation 2, the greatest hits edition of it too. And finally, we got on the Nintendo GameCube a movie tie-in, Batman Begins, which, based on the gameplay on the back, kind of looks like the Arkham game a little bit. So this could be pretty fun. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. What do you think of this month's haul? Have you played any of these games? Are these games that you would like to add to your collection? And what do you think of Video Games Monthly so far from what you've seen here at Matt Cave Gaming? Is it something you want to check out? Definitely take a look at their website. It's simply videogamesmonthly.com. It's got all the information on there. And if it's something you're looking to get into, personally, I highly recommend it. I've loved being able to rebuild and add to my collection. And it's just a lot of fun doing the unboxings with all of you. And I appreciate your time you spent here. And until next time, everybody, remember, keep retro gaming alive, because one day your games will be retro too. I'll see you on the next one.